This is a laptop repair we're going to attempt on a Sony Vaio laptop. Now I say attempt because I don't know exactly what's wrong with this thing, and I don't know if we're going to be able to fix it, but we're going to try. If anybody's watching live, you might be at one of two places watching this live. You're either at podnuts.com/laptop videos, or you're at ustream.tv/channel/podnuts. Now, if you're at ustream.tv/channel/podnuts, you could log on with your Ustream name. If you want to join us in the chat room, you're going to see that we have a chat room going on. We do that every live show. And even I embedded the chat room also on the podnuts.com website page, so if you're watching there, you can see the chat room too. If you want to join the chat room, I think you're going to need to log on to Ustream or get a Ustream account, which is free. So, or you could just jump in as a Ustreamer. You're anonymous. You're just called a Ustreamer in the chat room. So feel free to chime in. Keep it nice, keep it clean, and let's see what we can do here today. This computer was sent to me from a Podnuts listener who was having trouble with it. He doesn't even know I'm doing this, actually. I'm not going to read his name, but let's just call him Jack. And he sent a note with this laptop, and here's what the note says. I spoke to you about the Sony Vaio laptop. I mentioned this was giving to me with a damaged LCD. Okay, so he replaced the LCD. When he was 90% done with the laptop, he was having a problem with the internal wireless being recognized in the device manager, but still not being able to use it to connect to a wireless network. I proceeded to take another look under the keyboard to see if I loosened a wire or a card was loose. Everything seemed intact, but after reconnecting the keyboard, I was unable to power up the laptop. I have tried the power switch with and without the battery, but get no response. I was hoping you could take a look and resolve the problem. Okay, so it doesn't power on now. That's the problem with this thing. Well, let's just test it here and make sure that his diagnosis is correct. You never know what could happen in the mail when you send these things. It might have bumped back into place. This thing might work, and then that would be a real short repair video, wouldn't it? Whoa, what is going on here? Well, I wasn't sure if you knew, but your battery's cracked. Cracked battery. So let's keep the battery out for now. Oh no, that's not the battery. That's not the battery. I'm sorry. This is the AC adapter. AC adapter's cracked. Well, that's a shame because we need to use the AC adapter. See, I don't know if this happened in the mail or not. That's why I don't like shipping things, laptops in the mail. But let's see what happens here. You might see a spark or two. Test the voltage. The little green light lights up on the plug there. Okay, let's test the voltage. We take the black on the outside rim and the red on the inside. We set our voltmeter to trying to get it so you guys can see the voltmeter. Set the voltmeter for 20 volts. Okay, black on the outside, red on the inside. Test the voltage. And we are getting 15.64 volts, which I think is normal. According to this, yes, 16 volts. If you notice me showing the camera and then moving it around to another spot, that's because I have two cameras here and it's hard to get them both pointing in the same direction. I have one recording in HD, which I'm going to post on Vimeo.com, and then the second one is for the live broadcast. So when you see me switching around like that, I'm just showing both cameras a close-up of what I'm doing. By the way, guys, I want to just announce this now. The laptop repair I did on the gateway that I posted up on the page at podnuts.com/laptop videos. If you've watched it on its early stages, you'll notice that every time I show a close-up, I don't show it to the HD camera. I only show it to the webcam. And you miss a lot of the important stuff. Well, I stayed up for hours and hours and hours last night fixing that. So if you watch that video now, every time I show a close-up, you're going to see a picture-in-picture of the actual close-up that you need to see. So it's all enclosed in one video, and it should be a lot more informative instead of probably annoying like it was probably before. So watch that video again if you watched it the first time, and you'll get to see all the zoomed-in footage. Alright, so we're going to assume that the AC adapter is okay, even though it's cracked. Let's plug it into the computer and see what happens here. Okay, here's the power button. Nothing. No lights, no nothing, nothing, nothing. Okay, so his diagnosis was correct. Okay, let me get a little piece of foam here. I'm getting a piece of foam because I'm going to turn the computer upside down and I want to scratch it. Let's get the battery out first thing. There's a release lever there. There it comes. Let's take a look at the battery, see if there's any corrosion or anything. No. You look right in here, see if there's any corrosion. Nothing. Looks okay. Well, in my experience with this type of laptop, because I've worked on a few like this, I believe there's a ribbon cable, okay, that goes from the power button, then does one of these moves and attaches in somewhere around here in the computer. And that ribbon cable might just be disconnected. That might be the only problem. So that's what I'm going to try to see. It's not going to be easy because this thing, you have to take it completely apart to get that ribbon cable, I believe. But let's just go for it. Here's where I go crazy unscrewing things. I am an unscrewing madman here. First thing I want to do is just get any extra components out of the machine. You know, the live feed looks a little blurry. Let me see if I can focus it for you guys a little bit. Is that better? That's good enough for now. Is it blurry for you guys? Let me know in the chat room there. Ustreamer says, can I test using the power pack without the battery and testing the battery? Could I test using the power pack without the battery and testing the battery? Yeah, I'll try it. Just for kicks. Let's plug it in without the battery in there and see what happens. Nope. Same problem. It might also be that even though that power pack is putting out the proper voltage, that it's not putting out enough amps. Maybe because since it's cracked a little bit, maybe it's damaged, not putting out enough amps, which would, in fact, not power the machine. So I think, I have a hunch it's this ribbon cable, guys, so that's what I'm going for. Sometimes you just got to go on your gut with these things. Okay, taking out the wireless card now. That seemed like it was in there kind of funny. Okay, maybe it's because of this rubber thing. This is one of those new smaller PCIe wireless cards. It was fitting in there a little funny. Let me just try it without the wireless card in. You never know. We'll try it all along the way here. Still no power. Let's keep going. It could be bad RAM. Let's pull the RAM out. try it again. What the heck? I've seen RAM cause computers not to boot before. Like that. Alright, now how can we get to that ribbon cable? Well, we might be able to get to it from here.